Welcome back, my dear friends. In this video, we'll be discussing 5 helpful tips that will make your transition to the carnivore diet easier and give you a higher probability of success. Transitioning to a carnivore way of eating can seem daunting at first. There is an air of uncertainty. Will I feel as good as others claim? Can I really sustain this over the long haul? Today, I want to ease some of those doubts by sharing tried and true tips from my own journey and those closest to me. This lifestyle is truly transformative, but like any change, the initial phase requires gentle guidance. As pioneers walking an unconventional path to better health, it's important we support each other. In moments of hesitation, we can draw strength from real-life examples of healing right before us. And in offering simple strategies, we help each other overcome that first wave of questions and step firmly onto our new paths. My hope is that this discussion energizes you with a renewed sense of possibility, that it nourishes your conviction to see how beautifully your body can transform when you satisfy its most basic needs. Let's face it, starting the carnivore diet can feel like stepping into the unknown. Your mind may conjure up all kinds of doubts and anxieties. Questions start to sprout. What about food variety? How will this lifestyle fit into social events and family gatherings? It may even conjure up images of a doomed heart and colon. The mind is a master at conjuring up problems that don't exist. Embrace these thoughts. They are natural. Take 10 deep breaths. Give them a nod of acknowledgement and say, "Yes, I understand that this may not be a long-term solution. I'm willing to commit to 30, 60, or 90 days, whatever time frame feels right for you, to take that first step and experience the benefits firsthand." Now, for those battling health issues, like yours truly was, hesitation often takes a back seat. When countless diets and treatments have failed, the urgency to find something that works becomes paramount. Looking back, I wish I'd discovered this way of eating sooner, although my younger self probably wouldn't have been ready for such a radical shift. Yes, radical is often the first word that pops up, thanks to years of plant pusher propaganda and our shockingly limited understanding of optimal human nutrition. But the carnivore diet is actually the simplest, most natural thing we can do. It's the missing chapter from our human user manual, the one we should have received at birth. Let's dive in. Step 1, don't shock your body. Ease into it. Before you dive headfirst into a meat-only feast, it's advisable that you ease into this transition gracefully. This will help reduce some of the tantrums your body might throw, like fatigue, body aches, explosive diarrhea, and nausea, as it adjusts to burning fat instead of carbs and makes the necessary enzymatic changes. You want to avoid shocking your system and causing unnecessary discomfort. Plan for an adaptation period of 4 to 6 weeks, where you gradually reduce carbs and increase meat and animal fat intake. Some folks, including yours truly, have boldly plunged into the carnivorous realm without a transition period. Some emerged unscathed, while others encountered a few side effects. Personally, I had a brief encounter with nausea during the first week, but nothing more. If you possess the virtue of patience, I highly recommend easing into this carnivorous lifestyle. But fret not, my friends. Those initial side effects are mere temporary bumps on the road to carnivore triumph. They shall pass. Step 2, purge the plants, processed, and sugary foods from your pantry. It's time to give your kitchen a makeover. Channel the mantra, out of sight, out of mouth, as you embark forth on this journey. We can't have any sneaky temptations lingering around, as we all know certain foods can be as addictive as narcotics. Now, I understand that this may pose a challenge if you share your living space with others. In such cases, seek a compromise. Consider eliminating the most tantalizing foods for you. Openly communicate with your family about your aspirations and health goals. Chances are they will empathize and rally behind you on this noble quest for well-being. But hey, if they don't, let them be. At the end of the day, you are solely responsible and accountable for your actions. Stay true to yourself, be transparent, and march forward with determination. Step 3. Eat what tastes good and until you're completely stuffed. When it comes to choosing what to eat on your carnivore journey, follow your own taste buds, not the dictates of influencers. Let's keep things simple, shall we? Many carnivores find great satisfaction in beef, bacon, butter, and eggs. They're delicious, easy to prepare, and incredibly filling. But hey, feel free to mix it up with juicy steaks, succulent chicken thighs, flavorful pork shoulder, mouth-watering brisket, delectable lamb chops, fatty fish, and a touch of cheese or yogurt if it suits you. Embrace the freedom to find what works best for your palate and pocketbook. In the early stages, unleash your inner predator and consume meat as if it were your sacred duty. Indulge until you're completely satisfied with each meal. This helps reset your appetite signals, which might have gone awry from years of plant-based eating. For most new carnivores, 1 to 2 meals a day is typically sufficient. As long as you're incorporating an ample amount of animal fat, you'll experience satiety throughout the day. Pay attention to your body's cues and eat as many times as your intuition guides you. And here's a crucial command. Do not, I repeat, do not obsess over counting calories or restricting your food intake. Pile your plate high and devour until you're gloriously full. No need for portion control here. Season your creations with salt or your favorite herbs and spices, but bid farewell to sugary sauces and breaded coatings. Now, some hardcore carnivores might insist on salt alone, and while that may be suitable for individuals with severe autoimmune issues, feel free to experiment and make your meat as tasty as your heart desires. Don't let the carnivore police dictate your flavor choices. Step 4. Hydrate adequately. And while adequate hydration is key, don't get caught up in the nonsensical advice of drinking a fixed number of 8 cups per day. Too much water can be just as detrimental as too little, leading to dehydration and mineral loss through excessive urination. Adopt a Zen approach to hydration. Drink when thirsty and refrain when not. If you're enjoying bone broth or unsweetened black coffee or tea, count them towards your water intake. They're all part of the hydration game. Now, during the initial weeks of your carnivorous journey, if you find yourself feeling weak or fatigued, it's time to introduce electrolytes into the mix. Just be sure they don't come with added sugars. Many carnivores swear by Element as a reliable source of high-quality electrolytes. Personally, I concoct my own blend, using a fantastic recipe generously shared by the folks at Element. I'll leave a link in the description to that recipe. Here's a little nugget of wisdom that often goes unnoticed among fellow carnivores. Avoid drinking water with your meals, or at least wait for a couple of hours after your feast. Now, a few sips during the meal won't cause any harm, but you want to avoid diluting your stomach acid and burdening your digestive system. Indeed, the natural production of stomach acid can be affected by years of consuming unnatural foods or even prolonged use of heartburn medications. In such cases, you may find that your stomach acid production is not as robust as it should be. If you experience nausea or other digestive discomfort, supplementing with hydrochloric acid in pill form during meals can be beneficial. This will provide the necessary acidity to break down food effectively and support optimal nutrient absorption. As you continue on with your carnivorous journey and nourish your body, your digestive system will gradually regain its natural balance and restore proper stomach acid and enzyme production. Step 5. Take it easy. Breathe and set short-term goals. During this process, it's important to minimize unnecessary stress and focus on achievable short-term goals. Rather than overwhelming yourself with concerns about maintaining this way of eating in the long term, shift your mindset towards short-term victories. Set a realistic goal of following the carnivorous lifestyle for 30 days and observe how you feel. If all goes well, consider extending it for another 30 days. As you progress week after week, you will likely witness the remarkable healing and visible benefits that accompany this lifestyle. This will serve as a powerful motivator, making it easier to stay committed and continue on your path. Embrace these signs of progress as affirmations that you are moving in the right direction. Allow them to fuel your determination. Remember, healing is a gradual process, and each week brings you closer to your optimal state of well-being. Many carnivores, including myself, can attest that around the 3rd or 4th month, a profound psychological shift occurs. Your fundamental relationship with food begins to transform, and the long-term vision of this lifestyle becomes clearer. Trust in this process, dear friends, and believe that you have the strength to see it through. Remain relaxed, knowing that the outcome is undeniably worth it. I genuinely mean that from the depths of my being. Remember to take deep breaths, set some quiet time during the day to reflect. 15 minutes is enough. Be kind to yourself and celebrate each small victory along the way. You have what it takes to succeed, and God willing, the rewards will be truly extraordinary. That's all for today, my dear friends, and thank you all so much for tuning in. If you found this discussion interesting and informative, then please subscribe to my channel and give this video a like. Your support is what allows me to continue sharing my experiences and knowledge in the hope that it may help others looking to make positive changes in their own health and life. Until next time, and remember, live long, live strong, go carnivore.